Hello everyone, this is Rich Yamamoto, and in this video I want to take you through the Logic Pro note repeater and go through what it is and how it works. So I like to use the note repeater for synth chord patterns, especially in my electronic music that I work on and that I make. So I'm going to show you now what the note repeater does and how it works based on the the type of note that you have set up with it, be it 1/4, 1/8, 1/16, stuff like that. So I'm going to show you how to get into it and how to adjust different settings and how to record. So I'm going to go over to Logic now.
Logic Pro, untitled LOGICX, untitled, tracks window.
And I have to turn off VoiceOver and then do the keyboard command. It's kind of strange.
VoiceOver off.
But you do. Well, first of all, I have a synth up right now, and I'll play it for you. I'll play kind of a similar pattern to what I'm going to demonstrate. It's kind of an interesting pattern that I'm going to kind of beef up a bit with the note repeater. So I'm going to press VO enter or Control Option enter to get into the note repeater, and it is indicated where I'm at now by just if I play now, those are quarter notes, but I kind of did a little bit of a fancy finger work there to have some of those be eighth notes. But now I'm going to turn VoiceOver back on.
VoiceOver on Logic Pro, note repeat.
And I'm just going to show you how to adjust these different settings.
Button.
So you have a button, an unlabeled button, which I don't know what it does.
Rate.
You've got rate,
velocity,
gate. And gate.
1/4 note, pop-up.
1/4 is what I have it set on right now, which I'm going to change here in a second. And that's kind of the how many times in a measure it will play. 1/8 will play it 8 times, 16th will play it 16 times, 32 will play it 32 times, so on and so forth. You can even get down to like super complex repeat options with dotted 256. I think the max you can do is like a dotted. Let's see.
Menu checkmark. 1/32 dotted.
Oh, it's 1/32.
1/128 dotted. 1/1 note.
1/128 dotted.
1/4 note.
And so I mean it gets wild. So that's the pop-up button to select what you want your note to be.
As played, slider.
As played is the velocity sensor, and so basically, how hard you press the keys, or what you have the on-screen keyboard velocity set to, is what it will play as. And so I'm going to keep moving through this.
Image, 90%, slider.
An image, and then there's the gate slider, which I don't really mess with all the time. I haven't really found need to mess with it much. To explore it, I've messed with it a little bit, but I haven't really, used it completely. So I'm gonna go back to the note pop-up.
As played, gate, velocity, rate, gate, 1/4 note, pop-up button.
And select 1/8.
1/8 note, 1/8 note, pop-up button.
And then, what I'm going to do is play now to show you that it's switched. So I'm just holding down the keys, right? So like I could just go. And where I'm constantly pressing the keys. But in doing that, I risk sometimes messing up my velocity based on how hard I press the keys. And when I do it in rhythm like that, sometimes I press them harder, sometimes I press them softer. It's in doing the note repeat feature, I am easily able to just hold down the notes and the velocity sticks.
Close button.
So in order to record, you have to go up to the close button.
1 bar, 1 beat, 1 division, 1 tick.
And I'm at 1 bar, 1 beat, 1 division, 1 tick, and I just press enter. And I'm going to press K to make sure my metronome is on.
Metronome off.
Oh.
Metronome on.
Going to to turn it on now. And I'm going to press R to record, and I'll show you kind of what this will do. So I'm going to press R now.
One bar, one beat, one division, one tick.
I made a slight mistake, so I'm
Four,
going
one bar, one beat, one division, one.
to redo that.
44 division 220. One bar, one beat.
And in order
Close
to
button.
undo this recording, you have to close out of the
40.
note
One bar, one beat, one division, one.
Command Z,
VoiceOver off.
turn VoiceOver off, and go back into the repeater
Close button.
and start recording. 2, 3,
One bar, one beat, one.
All right. So then I can go
Close button.
out of the repeater,
Untitled dialog tools. Pop-up button. Out of library. Inspector group.
quantize
Quick
in the
button. Region.
inspector.
Break point. Region. Collapse. Expand. Region.
I don't want to
Table.
use the smart
Uncheck. Checkbox. Has alternate loop.
quantizing
Uncheck.
thing
Quant off.
because
Pop-up button.
I don't have
One,
it
one, one
set
slash four note.
properly right now.
One slash eight note.
So I'm going to set it
One
to
slash-
eighth notes.
44 division. One bar, one.
I'm just really quickly going to add in a lead note, a lead chord.
One bar, one beat, one division, one tick.
There we go.
Quantize.
Quantize that.
44. One bar, one beat.
And you see that it recorded that whole
2, 3, 5 bars, 4 bars, 4 beats, 4, 5 bars, 1,
8-bar section.
6, 8 bars, 1, 9 bars.
So now
One slash eight note. Pop-up button. Has alternate items. Quantize. One slash eight note. Pop-up button. Out.
I'm going to go
VoiceOver off.
back into the note repeater and adjust the velocity
VoiceOver on Logic Pro. Note repeat dialog.
and
Note
set
repeat
it
button. Rate.
to
Velocity. Gate. One slash. As played. Image. As played. 10.
10.
Out of slide.
And now it'll sound like this. So, I'm at bar 9. Oops.
Close. But 9 bars. 1 beat. 1 division.
And I'm going to press R to record, and you'll see kind of exactly what's going to happen here. So
Nine bars. 1 beat. 1 division. 1 tick. Close button.
and then
Untitled.
close out of that, and then you quantize it.
Quantize selected region cells. 8 bars. 4 beats. Nine bars. 1 beat. 1 metronome off.
And
One
all
bar, one
of
beat.
this put together this is all note repeated stuff, right? So like these are all chords that I've just manually played and drawn instead of like using the note repeater, instead of drawing the chords and shaping them the way I would like the way you would do it visually in the chord diagram drawer thingy. So this is a more accessible way of doing it. Kind of a weird way to get into the repeater, but
Metronome on.
it definitely
Metronome
works.
off.
So I'm going
One
to
bar.
play this all the way through for you, these full 16 bars, and you will see this in action. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, and
44 division 223 ticks. One bar. 1 beat. 1 division. 1.
And there you have it. That's pretty much how to use that. feature, and it's really cool. Like I said, it really makes things a breeze to use. And
Quit Logic Pro. Cancel. Don't save
technically
button.
speaking,
QuickTime Player.
technically speaking, you don't have to quantize if you really don't want to, but uh, I just do it out of habit. But with the note repeater, since everything's playing in rhythm, assuming you don't do anything, you know, anything spectacular playing wise while in the note repeater, you don't really have to quantize anything. With such simple chords that I was just playing, I technically speaking didn't necessarily need to do that. But aside from that, that's pretty much it. It's a really cool, really cool tool in Logic, and it's very it's very easy to use. I like it. It's you know one of my favorite things about Logic, aside from the uh, sidechain features and the noise gate, which I can demonstrate in a future video, or in future videos if somebody would like me to do that. But I suppose the only thing
QuickTime
left to
Player.
say is just to recap. To go into the note editor, you have to turn VoiceOver off and then use the Control Option Enter command to get in there. Uh, I guess you could change the keyboard command if you really wanted to, but um, I'm I'm lazy, so I don't. I will do everything in my power to not have to edit things if I can avoid it, because that means something else I have to remember, and so I don't like to do that. But this has been the demonstration of the note repeater. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments or get in contact with me through my email, which is rich@pwry.net. That's RICH@pwry.net. Thank you all for listening, and I will see you in the next video.
Stop recording.